Okay, now let us get into this evidence from Fox News. And we have R&B performer Neyo asking critical questions as it relates to children making life-changing decisions with regards to their gender, right? Now, let us hear what Fox News has to say. Neyo scolds parents who let kids make life-changing gender decisions as minors, right? R&B performer Neyo slams parents who allow their young children to make decisions about their gender, wondering in a new interview when it became a good idea to let kids make life-changing decisions for themselves. And I've been asking that question for a while. Now, when you have the machine, when you have the politics that is enabling this to happen, then you realize that this is something much, much more sinister than just allowing children to live their best life, right? Because the system is also stripping away parental rights. So if a 6-year-old child come on home to mommy and says, teacher says I can be a boy or a girl, and today I want to be a boy even though I'm a girl, and the parents disagree, then the system is going to step in, right? Now let us continue. During a conversation on Vlad TV with Gloria Velez, the rapper and father of 7, opinion on people who allow their minor children to receive puberty blockers and hormone treatments, arguing that they have forgotten their role as a parent. And many of them have, right? Many of them have forgotten their role, and some of them are just doing it because it is popular, or they're doing it because they realize they can be rewarded financially if they allow their children to walk that path, so they push their children into it as well, right? It's grooming on another level. Let us continue. Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is, says Neyo, whose real name is Shaifa Chimere Smith. It is okay if your little boy comes to you and says, Dad, I want to be a girl, and you just let him rock with that. If you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's going to do that. He continued, like, when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, to let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves? When did that happen? Like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get that. Neyo says he finds it puzzling that a young child can't drive a car yet, but he can decide his sex. And I've been asking the same question. Now, of course, someone like Neyo speaking so publicly about this agenda, this machine, they're going to come at him. Of course, because what you're not about to do is to ask sensible questions, right? Because anyone that have anything to say or question this LGBTQ agenda with regards to children, they are bullied into submission. And social media censor them, and they do everything to destroy that person. Because all of this is leading into pedophilia. Because if a 6-year-old child, right, the argument will be if a 6-year-old child is old enough to decide their gender, then they're old enough to give consent to an adult to have sex with. So it is leading into pedophilia silently. So people need to understand that this agenda is very sinister, right? And especially when you want to silence people, when you want to bully people, because this type of thing is not happening to children in China. It's not happening in Russia. It's not happening in the Middle East. So why is it that the educated people, right, they sit around in the West and allow this to continue? They allow this to happen. They allow the politics to take away parental rights. Why? right? It's not happening in China. So you need to understand that we are in a spiritual war and they are coming after our children. And the sooner people in the West wake up to the various agenda, right? And understand that in the end, we all will be judged. We all will be judged for the things we say and the things we did not say, for the things we do and the things we did not do, right? This world will be judged. Judgment is coming to man, right? Now we need to seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.